from Third Eye 30, my name is Rahul Kode.
And I'm Ravi Satyal.
First of all, we'd like to thank all our sponsors for doing such a great job. I'd like to thank, first of all, from the University of Washington, the South Asian Student Association. Also from UW, I'd like to thank the Indian Student Association. And UW's fraternities, Sigma Beta Rho. And lastly, but surely not least, we'd like to give a special thanks to PlanetGuru.com, our grand sponsor for the event.
All right, everybody, let's hear it for our grand sponsor, Planet Guru, and all of our other sponsors. All right, now before we begin, we'd like to invite you all to join us at the official after party at Bonsai on First Ave in Cherry, so don't forget about that. And now, I'd like to introduce you to the MC of the show, a very funny man, a good friend of ours, Rajiv Satyal. He comes all the way from Cincinnati, Ohio. And he's here for Cincinnati.
You know it.
All right. So Rajiv spent 2005 conquering his hometown of Cincinnati, winning the Funniest Man in Cincinnati award, doing radio and TV and being all over the place basically. And most recently, 2 weeks ago, he opened for the legendary Dave Chappelle. So everybody, help me welcome Rajiv Satyal onto the stage!
Ohio represent, what's up? How's everybody doing tonight? Howdy, y'all. Hello, G. Russell Peters is in the house. How you guys doing? All right, very good, very good. Glad to be here. Welcome to Brown Night. Some of the white folks in the audience are like, what are we outsourcing comedy to India now to? It is so good to be in a room of this. These people can actually pronounce my name because I'm from the Midwest, okay? People ask me if it was tough growing up with the name Rajiv Kumar Satyal in Southwest Ohio. What do you think? I was pretty much the only kid in class whose name was never called during roll call. Some of you can relate to this. This is how it would go alphabetically, right? David Sanders, here. Casey Sargent, here. Yeah, that's me. I didn't even have a name, man. That was like my symbol, a pause and a frown. I felt like Prince. We'd watch TV in class. Anytime anyone, any shade of brown came on the tube, all my friends would turn to me like, Raj, what are they saying? What are they saying? I don't know, man. That guy's Mexican. Ask Pancho. I don't know. One area actually where I never understood what they were saying was in Munda. I was not a good Hindu. I went every Sunday, but I was always confused. I never knew the bhajans. Like, I could commit a 50 Cent song to like memory with no trouble. But every week we'd hear this stuff, and it'd come time for me to do one, and they'd be like, all right, Rajiv, do a bhajan. And I'd be like, Jana Gana Mana. Like, no, a bhajan, a religious song. But I don't know all of the words, so I would do the thing that a lot of us do when we don't know all of the words to bhajans, be like this. Om Jai Jagadish It doesn't matter if you were Hindu or Catholic or Muslim or Sikh, it doesn't matter because there is one trait that unites all this. It doesn't matter where we're from, and it is our sense of cheapness. Tell me if this is true. My parents did not know that soap bottle refills exist. The soap will get down about a quarter of the way left in the bottle. Instead of filling it up with soap, they'll just fill it up with water, shake it up, and fill it up. We could never eat out. We ate at home so much I thought Vogetta was a dish. What are we eating tonight, Mom? Oh, roti, sabji, vagara. Dal, chawal, vagara. Eventually, we would only go out to fast food restaurants when my parents needed napkins. They don't believe in like going to Target and Walmart like everyone else. I mean, and they've got a very weird sense of spending money because they've got a $15,000 dining room table, Subway napkins on top of it. And we would eat out in nice restaurants like Kentucky Fried Chicken. And my dad is ridiculous. Like he would like pull up to the window and he'd be like, "Well, I take 2 drumsticks, 2 breasts." Like, Dad, you don't have to, it's an animal. You can call it by its body parts. You can call them legs. That's okay. So next time we pull around, he goes, "I take 2 legs, 2 boobs." And we were never allowed to order Coke in the restaurants. Beta, we have plenty of Coke at home, order water. And it wouldn't be so bad except every other kid's got their like cool 32-ounce Spider-Man glasses. I'm there with that like 8-ounce piece of plastic crap alternative cup they give you, looking for the water tab behind the pink lemonade, like, I can't find it! Lost. My dad was the worst though, because he butchers common American phrases. He just doesn't get it. He tries to be hip, and he used to yell at us. He'd be like, "Don't stay there like everything is donkey-dory, okay?" Very cheap man. He was definitely the cheaper of the two. He would drive around town looking for the cheapest prices on gas. Anyone else's parents do this? Plays the gas stations like it's the stock market. I don't know what you could possibly save, like 37 cents. Like, okay, that stamp is on you, Dad. Thank you very much for that. And whenever we would take trips with him, we were never allowed to stop. One trip all the way to New Jersey. Where we would always stay in New Jersey, and I don't know how the good Jews keep hotels open there, because we would stay with like random-ass cousins we have never met in our lives. And we're expected to somehow bond with these people we've never seen. We'd get to the place, and my dad, it would be a failure unless we could get into the house in 1 trip. Doesn't matter if it was actually more efficient to come back and make 3 trips. No, put that over my head, put this one in my teeth, and I put that on my knee, and we'll get into the house 1 trip. Let's go. It's enough to want to make you change races. I'm telling you. Do you ever feel that way though? Sometimes I feel that way. Like I wish I were a different race from time to time. I work in corporate America where I wish I was white. When I go to the clubs, I wish I were black. When I'm landscaping, I wish I were Latino, you know. Oh, screw you, that's funny. People are like, there gotta be some advantages to being Indian. I'm like, very, very few, okay? Like, I don't know any of my parents' friends' names. They're all uncle and auntie. That's it. And if you get lost from your family in the Midwest, it's very easy because it's a backdrop of white, and all you gotta do is look for the brown. But lots of disadvantages too. Because like I say, you know, Cincinnati, Midwest, very white, you know, that's all they have. And it's like, probably people came up to me every week and were like, "Do you have cars over there in India? We're about to get in a nuclear war with Pakistan. And nobody can drive a car." We skipped combustion and went straight to fishing, baby. Yeah, when India does finally attack a country, we're to drop our warheads from an elephant. Jesus Christ. Sorry, I should at least swear in my own religion, Krishna. I don't want to go to hell and there to come back as a frog in my next life and mine. So. You know, it seems like a lot of the trouble in the world does deal with religion now, and no matter how you feel about the war or anything going on in the world, a round of applause for our troops in the Middle East, because they are working hard. I don't even know if the Middle East is that way. It's not like I'm an Islamic arm like Mecca. One lone clap, that was beautiful. Like the one Jewish person here. Both my black and my white friends will now tell me that they're afraid to go into quickie marts. They're afraid that they might get blown up by Afghans. That's what they tell me, Afghans. That really offends me as an Indian person, because those aren't Afghans running those 7-Elevens. Those are Indians. I am Indian. We've worked for 30 years to be the butt of every Slurpee joke in America. Don't take that away from us. That's our one claim to fame. Thank you. Come again. You gotta throw that in every show at least one time. It's like the Indian get her done. That's for the white folks. No, and it's not like Indians own all the 7-Elevens. I mean, in the bad neighborhoods, they're owned by Pakistanis, you know. Quickie marks though, they got everything smaller in there. You ever notice that? Small soap bottles my parents still haven't found. Small laundry detergent, small candy. They call it fun size candy. You guys know what I'm talking about? It's smaller, fun size. How is that more fun? If it's smaller. You think I can use that in my dating life? Maybe it ain't small, it's fun size. Thank you for coming out. You guys are a great audience. You guys having a good time so far?